Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to another video. Now this is my inbox number 72 where I show some new records that I've got over the past month or two. But to start with, I want to give a big shout out to my friend Purple Browed Beep, who messaged me as he was going to a Sparks concert, or he had just been to a Sparks concert in Wisconsin. And he had VIP tickets and he got 2 trinkets of goodies, and he said, do I want one? And I thought, silly question, of course I do. So he very generously sent me these here all the way from America, and they are, one is a little Sparks badge, which is a lovely little thing. I'm not taking these out, these are being displayed along with my little David Bowie bits and bobs. Another is a lanyard. I could actually use that for work, for my fob. And then this here goes on the lanyard, which is great, it's lovely. And then we get a set of 3 beer mats, or drinks mats, and they're in like a little vinyl shape with, there's a picture of the 2 guys. There's a set of 4, sorry. There's a picture of Russell, a picture of Ron, and I think that is the girl that cried in her latte. So really appreciate it. And one more thing came, and it is a signed picture of Ron and Russell. So again, thank you very much, I really appreciate it. Purple Browed Peep, he always comments on my videos and they're good lengthy comments as well, so thanks. Also, I bought something from my friend Angela. Now the 2 things I got, she was selling some of her records because she doesn't have a record player, just wants to get rid of them. And I have in the previous bought quite a few Abba stuff off her, but I never bought this, and I just thought I do actually want it now. And it's Honey Honey, the album. It's basically the Ring Ring album with Honey Honey put on, and it was released I think in 1979 in Germany, and it is on the Polydor label, and it is in absolutely wonderful condition. And I think this is the only way you could get that Ring Ring album by at that time. But yeah, fantastic album anyway. I think the only, no, I was going to say Rock and Roll Band wasn't on this, but it actually is. I think there may be one song, but I'm not too sure which one it is. It's not on Ring Ring, but anyway, it's nice to add to the collection. Okay, and this item I got from her for a very reasonable price, but a fair price. And I didn't need this, but I really did fancy it. And it is the Police 6-pack. Now this is 6 singles of the Police. 5 of them were the first 5 A&M singles. It was released in 1980, and the bonus one was The Bed's Too Big Without You, which is a completely different version to the version on a Regala de Blanc. Now these all came in blue vinyl, all in their picture sleeves, and with a little card as well. So if I can get this out, you have Message in a Bottle, Roxanne, Can't Stand Losing You. This is very awkward. There's Bed's Too Big Without You, and one of the discs have just fallen out. Walking on the Moon and So Lonely. So the actual discs, as I say, are all in blue vinyl, and I'll take one out. As I say, this is really awkward. No, firstly, actually, I'll show you all the cards. There's a card with each of the singles. So there's a card there, one of Sting, one of the band, and so forth. I think that's Stuart and Andy. And if I take one of the singles out, we'll take out Message in a Bottle. And it is on blue vinyl. They're all in blue vinyl. So yeah, absolutely delighted to get this. As I say, I didn't need it. It's in really good condition too. And also, when I say it's in good condition, I mean it. There's a couple of little hole punctures there for you to puncture that out so you can hang it up. Those are still intact, so it's never been hung up. So yeah, Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Love it. So that's the Police 6-pack. Okay, next up, and we have Slade. Now Slade have released the album Alive at Reading, their comeback show whenever they replaced Ozzy Osbourne, and it is now out on vinyl. It's part of a CD box set, but now it gets a standalone vinyl release, and this is an absolutely brilliant show. Take Me Back Home, When I'm Dancing I Ain't Fighting, Wheels Ain't Coming Down. Then they do like a rock and roll medley with something else, Pistol Packing Mama, Instrumental Jam, Keep It Rockin', and then the crowd and Naughty start singing You'll Never Walk Alone. Side 2, Mama We're All Crazy Now, Get Down, Get With It. Then the crowd starts singing Merry Christmas Everybody, before you go into Come On Feel the Noise and Born to Be Wild. An absolutely brilliant show, and it is on a splattered vinyl, so you get a nice inner. There's Dave orchestrating the crowd, and it is on a beautiful orange and black splatter vinyl. So I have actually bought a few more Slade splatter vinyls over the past month or two, because they were going quite cheap on Amazon, but I'm not going to include them in this, so I'm going to do a separate video on those splatter vinyls. Okay, next up, and we have this album which I showed on a Sunday morning spin, and it is Face to Face by Suzi Quatro and KT Tunstall. And this is actually a really good album. Whenever I first listened to it, I wasn't overly impressed, but after about the third listen I thought these songs are really, really good. There's a really nice inner sleeve, and again we have a nice inner with lyrics, and it's just on black vinyl. It's on the Sun label. But yeah, this is actually better than our last one, The Devil and Me, but it did take a couple of listens to, and really enjoyed it. So Face to Face, Suzi Quatro and KT Tunstall. Okay, next up, and we have The Pretenders, their new album Relentless, and this is a grower as well. It's got a really good inner sleeve, really nice pictures, and with lyrics, and it is on like a grey splatter vinyl, which is beautiful. When I first heard this, again, I wasn't impressed, but after about the third hearing I thought this is really good. It's not an immediate album, and it is quite slow compared to the last one, Hate for Sale, which really hit you in the face and you think, oh, brilliant album, but after a few listens you realise it's really not quite as good as you thought. But this one starts off really well with Losing My Sense of Taste, which is great, and A Love, which is like a Pretenders track, so it's what you expect. Domestic Silence is very good, and then it slows way down to The Copa and The Promise of Love, which are absolutely brilliant. Very good album, as I say, not quite as immediate as the other ones, but this is a grower, and I think it's better than their last effort. So Relentless, The Pretenders. Okay, now a couple of David Bowie items, and I got this one from Amazon, and this is in the White Room, and this is a concert from 1996, and I don't know really how official this is. It's actually 1995, sorry, and you get Introduction, Look Back in Anger, The Heart's Filthy Lesson, The Voyeur of Utter Destruction, Under Pressure Take 1, Under Pressure Take 2, Hello Space Boy, Boys Keep Swinging, Jump to Say, We Prick You, The Man Who Sold the World, and Teenage Wildlife, which is great. And they're in these black sleeves, which are not polyline, but it is on clear vinyl, and it's a double album, of course. But yeah, it was actually very cheap, and the sound quality is really, really good. Now I have heard these versions before, not all of them, but I've always loved the White Room version of Boys Keep Swinging and Teenage Wildlife, so yeah, I thought I'd get it and add it to the collection. So David Bowie in the White Room, and I'll show you there now, yeah, which is nothing much, but still a very, very good album. Okay, now with regards to David Bowie, I showed this on a short, and this is the Sigma Sound Sessions, and this is brilliant, and I've done a video on Young Americans, and I bought this because of the two tracks, Shilly the Rubes and Laser, the Gouster, but I fancied it on vinyl, and it's available on vinyl in 2 formats of vinyl. The first one I saw, and I bought it straight away, and it's a box set, a 7-inch box set. And this again is not very official, but it's really, really good the way they've done this. So you do get little cards, little cool cards, and then it opens up like this. It's like you need to be careful because it doesn't rip. And the singles, there's 3 of them. Got this on eBay. There's the first one, and this is After Today Take 1 and Sweet Thing with Ava Cherry on vocals. The second one is Shilling the Rubes, Take 1, Young Americans Take 1 and Young Americans Take 2. And then the third one, this one is Laser the Gouster and then Young Americans Take 3. And these are all in a little inner sleeve and a little plastic inner sleeve, and are on blue vinyl. And I believe they're all on blue. I'll just check the next one to make sure. No, they're not actually. So that one there is on clear vinyl, and I think the other one now must be green. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see if I'm right, and I'm probably wrong. I'm wrong. It's red vinyl, but really, really nice to have. But I fancied it on LP, and I didn't realise after I bought this that there was an LP, so I bought it as well. And yeah, basically those 2 tracks that I harp on about, it's so good to get them. I've been wanting them for years, so that's why I'm buying nearly every format. Now again, this is, I think, an unofficial release, but it is done so well. Now there's a really glossy booklet, and you get loads of pictures of Bowie from the 74 period. That's it. Absolutely wonderful. And the LP itself is only on black vinyl, but it came in an ordinary paper sleeve, so I put it in a decent sleeve. And there is the black vinyl, and it sounds absolutely brilliant. So it's been the highlight of the year music wise for me, is to get those songs. So I've got it now on vinyl and CD. And the last thing I bought was actually a vinyl box set, and I have to blame Beatley Tone for this, because he bought it and he said he got this for less than £40, and I thought, you jammy sod. So I looked up and there was one left, and it was less than £40, so I bought it. And it's the Rolling Stones The Goat's Head Soup vinyl box set. Now I do have, this is the remix album by Giles Martin, and I do have it, so I've actually got 2 of those now, so I may try and get rid of one. So the little hype sticker that I keep in the box, that'll be more or less impossible to read. And then you get the information leaflet, which is at the back of the box, and thankfully this actually fits inside the box. And really it is the Goat's Head Soup remix double album, with extra tracks and live in 1973. So I've actually shown the Goat's Head Soup album before, but there's the 1973 live album. That there was a picture sleeve in Europe for Angie. And the live in 73 album, you've got things like Brown Sugar, Give Me Shelter, Happy, Tumbling Dice, Dancing with Mr. D, Do 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 Do, Angie, Can't Always Get What You Want, Midnight Rambler, Honky Tonk Woman, All Down the Line, Rip This Joint, Jumpin' Jack Flash, Street Fighting Man. And yeah, I played it and it was really, really good. Mixed vocals are actually really good. I thought they might be a bit slurry, but no. And you do get pretty good inner sleeves with it as well. And if I can show this, I think it's the normal Rolling Stones label, and the other album is more or less the same. But yeah, really delighted to get that, and as I say, Beatley Tone to thank for that. Okay, so those are my purchases over the past couple of months. I haven't done one of these for nearly 2 months, and so it may seem a lot, but I haven't bought that much, well, relatively speaking. Anyway, that's me for now. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to have another video quite soon. All the best now. Bye bye.